Hey everybody, I wanted to do a quick video about a case you could get for your JJRC X1. It only goes for $18 on Banggood, and I'll put the link down below. It's meant for the SEMA X5C. However, with a quick modification, it only takes about 15 minutes. You'll be able to have a really nice case for your X1 and all of its accessories. So here's the case. It's very compact. The material feels nice and durable. It's kind of like a big lunchbox almost. The seams are really nice. There's no like hanging threads or anything. The straps feel really good. Like all the stitching feels really strong, nice and straight. So it feels like it's actually gonna last a while. Doesn't just feel like it's gonna fall apart in like a few weeks. But let's take a look inside. Okay, so inside you can see we have a really big mesh pouch, and it has a zipper on it. So inside the pouch I keep my manual, and then I keep all my prop cards in here. So you can see I have all my prop cards, and then I keep the charger. So I could zip that up, and it's all one big pouch. So you could fit some pretty big stuff in there, and fit a ton of stuff that you might want to, maybe some extra props or whatever. Or the screwdriver you could put in there. A lot of room in there. So let's look inside the case itself. So here is the inside of the case. As you can see, I have my JJRC X1 in there with the new paint job I just put on it. It could fit up to 5 batteries with the included slots. Now, this case was made for the SEMA X5C. However, I noticed that the battery slots that it has are perfect for the JJRC X1. These are actually Tarantula X6 batteries. You can see you could fit them in there perfectly. And then here's the battery that it comes with for the X1. So I'll pull that out so you can see this is the 1300 milliamp hour battery. But it fits in there perfectly. You can see you slide it in, and it's nice and snug. It's not going anywhere, and it's like the perfect depth too, so you don't have to worry about like trying to fish it out. Like a lot of these ones, like they'll cut the holes too deep, so then like your battery gets pushed in. It's like a pain to take them out, but it's like perfectly cut for these batteries, which is awesome. There's a little pocket up here you could fit another battery, or in my case I put the prop wrench in there, and then I also have my my voltage meter. So here's my voltage meter that I was talking about in my last video, and I just velcroed onto the back of the quad, and then I run the balance connector out a little hole I made, and then I could get an LVC warning, because the LEDs on the X1, if you have one, they're really bad, and you're you're gonna fall to the sky if you don't have one of these, or if you don't have a timer. And then in this slot, it's perfect for the charger that it comes with. So here's the charger that it comes with for the LiPo balance charger. And the slot, it fits perfectly in there, so it's nice and snug. There's a small pocket over here, and this is where I keep my lanyard. So I just kind of stuff it in there, and it fits nice in there. This big slot is really good for your props. So you can see I have a bunch of spare props in here, and it fits the 6-inch props really good. So you can see I have like I think there's like, let's see, I think there's like 2 sets or 3 sets of props in here, and I could stuff them down in here, and I could still fit more in there. Like, could still fit probably like a couple more sets of props inside of here. So here's the transmitter, and you can see it's like it's not going anywhere. It's nice and snug. The quad is nice and snug, and you can take a look at that. So how I did it, because the SEMA X5C's transmitter, it's smaller than this one. So what I did, I just put this one over it like this, and then I outlined it with a Sharpie. So I just went around with the Sharpie around the whole thing, and then I got a really sharp non-serrated blade, like a knife. I had a pocket knife, and I just went and I cut it out all the way around, and took out some of the foam, and I kept doing that. It took a couple tries, because you might not cut it exactly straight, so you just have to keep trying it, and then taking out little pieces of foam here and there. But once you get it right, like it fits perfect in there. Like the sticks, it's like the perfect hole for the sticks to be protected. It's nice and snug. It's not going to be moving around at all. And then I did the same for the quad. So you can see I'll pull the quad out. So you can see my my X1 with my fancy paint job. Decided to keep the JJRC logo on there. But if you have any questions on how I did this, just let me know in the comments, and I'll answer those. But I even did like the prop spinners to keep it consistent with the paint job, but it came out pretty nice. Accidentally broke this left arm off. I think my buzzer didn't go off or something. It just like lost control, and it fell from like 30 feet, and it hit a bush. So I was hoping that it would be safe, but upon closer inspection, I noticed like it just cracked like along the seam. So I used some epoxy, so that's why it looks a little bit bumpy there. And it just looked really ugly. So I was like, you know what, I should paint it, and then paint it in a way where it'll help with orientation. So I got this really bright green enamel paint, and it's like, I've used this paint before, and it's super tough, and it dries really fast, so it's really good for this. But yeah, it came out really nice. You could look at that. So yeah, so I took the legs off, and then I set it on top like this. Now I found, if you buy this case, I found that this is like the best way, like just in here like this. This is the best way to have it, where you'll have to do the least amount of cutting. So I set it like this. I went around with the Sharpie, and then I did the same thing. I just got a knife, and I went straight like that, and I just cut out the foam that needed to be cut. And then once it fit good, then I did the same thing, but I put the legs back on, and then I set it in there, and then I cut out the foam that I had to cut down inside. So if you could look in there, I don't know, maybe you could see it. So the legs will rest all the way on the bottom. We could see that. So now when I put the quad in, you can see it slides in really nice. Let me move this plug. So like it just sinks in there, and like it's like perfect. There's no like, it doesn't give at all. It's nice and snug, and it's like, you know, I would say about, let me see, like 2 inches deep inside. So if anything like hits against it, or you know, somebody puts something on top, it's not going to damage the quad because it's so deep inside the foam, and it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. So it worked really well. So if you've been looking for a case, I haven't found any online yet. It'll probably be like a little while before they start coming out with cases made specifically for it. But if you want something right now, and I mean for $18, you're not going to beat it. You know, it took like 2 to 3 weeks to get from China. And then to do all the modifications, like just cut out these little pieces of foam, it took like 10 to 15 minutes. It was really quick, really easy to do. And, you know, like I said, it'll fit all your batteries. You don't have to even mod that. Your batteries will fit perfectly as it comes. You can fit your prop wrench, you could fit your charger, all your spare props in there, your transmitter, and then you have this big pocket on top where you could fit even more stuff. So you could put your, like, your manual in there, prop guards. You will have to remove the props to fit it inside, but it's not a big deal. It's really easy to remove the props and put them back on, especially if you have your little wrench that it comes with. It takes like a matter of seconds to do, so don't even worry about that. But yeah, it's a super nice case. I mean, for 18 bucks, you're not going to be able to beat it. And like I said, I'll put the link down below. If you have any questions about it, just let me know. And if you have any questions about my paint job, about like anything, I just like, all I did was just taped off on this little edge right here, and then I did the flat black in the back, so you could see that. I did flat black, and then I did the glossy green, so I think it looks pretty awesome. And then I did the prop spinners too, and they came out really good, so you could look at that. But yeah, super nice case, really cheap, and you don't have to worry about lugging around all your accessories and stuff, all your batteries in your pockets, and you know, your transmitter hanging off. It's, you know, everything comes in a really nice little package right here, and I could show you what it looks like when it's closed. So you just have all your batteries, just close it up, and then there's a zipper, and you have your handles right here, and there you go. It's a really nice, compact little package. Everything is nice and protected. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you, like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching.